Hey guys, New Sparlam 27 here. The Naruto and Bleach chapters, they came out early this week, but I'm afraid I can't do any reviews for these chapters. But I'll briefly say what I thought about them. The first Naruto chapter, the Jubi, the design looked kind of, I don't know, but I think it's probably because it's incomplete, but its power seems to be devastating so far, but I want to see a little bit more of what the Jubi can really do, because, you know, it being the progenitor and all. So, and basically that chapter was all action, but it was pretty good. The Bleach chapter, Squad Zero did look kind of goofy, but I'm actually looking forward to see what they can do when they fight the Sternreachers or any of the Vandenreich. You know, like what their Shikai and Bankai are. Basically, they're just there to take Ichigo and his Zanbakuto to the Soul King at the Soul Palace. We'll probably get to see the Soul King in next week's chapter. And we hear a voice at the end of the chapter, which we assume it's Urahara, but we won't know. But we'll probably learn what happened in Hueco Mundo when Ichigo was still trapped in the Dangai, the Prefaces world. They're also taking Byakuya, Renji, Rukia to get healed, but why not Kenpachi? Because I thought he had the same injuries as Byakuya. But, also, Hikifune was revealed in this week's chapter. It turns out to be the chubby Akimichi. We all thought it was like the pretty lady with the multiple skeletal arms, but it was actually her. Yeah, but that was basically it on Bleach chapters, but it was still okay. So, now, Fairy Tail chapter 309, The Burning Earth. Basically, we cut to different scenes of, you know, the Fairy Tail members back in Pitfall Palace. They've been separated, facing off against a couple of members of the Garou Knights. First is Natsu versus that the armored Garou Knight. He had these, this guy, he tries to attack Natsu, trying to cut off his head. With these two scythes. They're actually scythes. I thought they were axes, but not. We actually get this scene where Makarov is trying to senses that he has to write a lot of apology letters. Yeah, Natsu's gonna destroy the palace. I guess Charles' vision will come true. So right after that brief little moment, yeah, we also get to see the Armor Knight trying to cut off Natsu's head, but Natsu was able to dodge it. But when we cut back to Panther Lily and that big guy with the acid, Panther Lily is having a hard time blocking his acid, but then we had to cut back to, try to remember her name. What is her name? Oh, Kamika. That's right, remember it. It was Kamika and Mira Jane. Kamika launches green paper at Mira Jane, and it turns out this green paper is poison. So, yeah, red for fire, purple for paralyze, and green for poison. I wonder what blue and orange and yellow are. So, yeah, Mira Jane is having trouble because of the poison. Then we had to cut back to Cosmos and Wendy. Cosmos used a technique called Spore Bomb Renka, which leashes these, spore bombs at Wendy. And then she releases these spores called Makura Kamara, which was going to put Wendy into an eternal sleep. Which it seems to have worked. But then we had to cut back to Uosuke and Yukino and Lucy, Arcadius, Charles, and Happy. Apparently, Uosuke's techniques, the magic technique, is a terrainal effect, which he can alter the terrain or the territory around him. So basically, what he does is this technique called lava territory, where the ground just basically crumbles and lava appears in the Pitfall Palace. And Lucy and Yukino, they're about to fall in, and Charles and Happy, they're about to try to save them, but Uosuke uses another terrainal effect called gravitational territory, which I guess was the same one that manages to levitate Happy and slammed him into that pillar. So, yeah, I used that technique to slam both Happy and Charles onto the ground. Arcadius, because he wanted to save both Lucy and Yukino, because he needed them to use the Eclipse plan so they could try to save the world, because he thought that they were their only hope. So what he does, he gets up, you know, even though he's still injured from fighting another bunch of the Garou Knights, he heads towards Lucy and Yukino and hoists them up so they can be safely on the ground before they could fall into the lava. And how he gets there, he walks across the lava. I mean, wow. He just steps on the lava like it's just nothing. Well, I'm not really nothing. I mean, his legs are like, I'm assuming his legs are starting to get severely burned. Like the lava is gonna burn off the flesh of his legs. But, you know, when he gets to Lucy and Yukino, he's like waist deep in lava. And I'm like, holy shit. And, yeah, he hoists him up. And, Olosuke, by the way, he looks pretty nervous because I'm like, he doesn't even know, like, you can actually walk through lava. Yeah, he hoists them up, saves their lives, basically. But, yeah, it seems Arcadius, because of the intense pain of walking across lava, and because, you know, his legs are gonna get severely burned, it looks like he is gonna die. And, yeah, his final words were, if you get out of the Pitfall Palace, meet Princess Hisui, and then he says, whether Eclipse is the right path or not, you should decide for yourselves. So it seems like it's too late for Arcadius, and he slowly sinks down into the lava, and he's dead now. Yeah, at least that's what we were led to believe, because fucking hell, Hero. Fucking hell, why am I not surprised? I thought, hey, what a surprise. We actually get a character who dies in freaking Fairy Tail, but nope. Nope, after that, he's okay. How is he okay? Horologium pops out from the lava, and he protects Arcadius in the lava. Horologium pops out of nowhere and manages to save Arcadius from being severely burned to ashes by lava. Okay, are you serious? I mean, yeah, magic and all that. Come on! It's freaking lava! And also, Horologium? I mean, isn't he made out of wood? I mean, I know, like, he's there to protect people, but how the hell can Horologium be immune to freaking lava? Anyway, I should probably explain more of this. Yeah, Horologium managed to appear because Loki appeared. Yeah, because, you know, Loki was able to pass through the gates, and yeah, he appears. We see him. I mean, I'm kind of glad to see him and all. But how did he know that Lucy and Yukino were in danger? How did he know that? I guess, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, he managed to pass through the gate. He managed to get Lucy and Yukino's keys and gives them to both Lucy and Yukino. So yeah, now Lucy and Yukino can use their keys to fight against Olosuke. And it looks like Olosuke seems to be kind of freaked out by this. And I will admit, maybe seeing them use their celestial spirit magic against Olosuke, just see what it could do. Maybe it would be a good fight, but oh, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. It might be a good fight. And then basically the chapter ends with back to Natsu and the Garou Knight. He grabs one of the sides and manages to break it, and yep, it looks like he's gonna kick the Garou Knight's ass, and that's basically where the chapter ends. And I gotta admit, this chapter, it was okay, but god damn it! Why Arcadius, his death, it would have been a lot better if he really did die, but at the last minute Horologium appears. I mean, what about the burns he had to go through by walking across the lava? It seems like he's okay, but he has burns on his like lower half of his body. He might die from that. So yeah, I thought it would have been a lot better if Arcadius did die. Maybe it would give him like more character development for Yukino, but I guess not, because it's freaking Fairy Tail. Nobody dies. Nobody on the good side dies unless you're Simon. Fucking hell. Hero. Seriously, Hero freaking does this. When characters supposedly die, you feel sad for a bit and you're like, oh shit, somebody died. But then at the last minute, boom, they're alive by some reason. Like a freaking Lecter, a freaking Exceed, he survived. Well, it was led to believe, but I want to believe that Minerva was lying because of fucking Exceed. Are you kidding me? But Arcadius, this would have been a lot better if he. I mean, I don't know what is going through Hero's head. I mean, why not let some characters die? I mean, you have like all these build-ups where characters always seem to escape death by some Deus Ex Machina or some last-minute technique or something. But Arcadius, I don't know, like, what his... It would have been a lot better if he did die, so maybe, you know, Yukino will try to avenge his death and she would agree to go along with the Eclipse plan or something. I don't know. But, you know, yeah, that was, like, my biggest gripe about this week's chapter. You know, Arcadius' supposed death. But this chapter, it seems okay. I am looking forward to seeing how Fairy Tail's gonna try to beat these Garou Knights, but it looks like Natsu might win. And, Lucy and Yukino's fight against Bosuke. It might be interesting to see. Just, you know. And also, I'm hoping to see Loki fight again. I mean, it's been a while. It's been forever since we saw him. And I kind of like Loki, so I want to see what he can really do now. Next week's chapter, 310, is The Country We're In. Basically, I think it's the continuation of the fights in Pitfall Palace, or we go back to the Grand Magic games, but most likely the fight in Pitfall Palace. So, overall, this chapter was okay, but god damn it, Hero. Stop leading us to believe that they're dead only at the last second. They're not, because they're just saved at the last minute. He always does this. This is going to take a while to get used to. I should be used to this by now. It's been over 300 chapters, but I don't know. I just want to get my hopes up, I guess. So yeah, that's Fairy Tail chapter 309. I'm Lunar Spiral 27, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.